Hi guys, today I want to talk about how I have 10 million lives. I shouldn't say 10 million lives. I probably have about 10 lives. And what I mean by that is, of course, I'm a writer. So anybody out there who is also a writer knows what I'm talking about. You have all these different lives going on in your mind all the time, what they're doing, what they're thinking, what are they going through, what stage are they in life, what do they want, what are they what are their issues with other people, what kind of stuff's coming back, what kind of stuff are they getting. Like, there's so much stuff. Imagine your own life and the millions of things that go through your head in a day. I hope a lot of things go through your head in a day. Some people, they don't. You're probably not watching this, so if you don't have a lot of things going on in your head. Anyway, so you just, even your own life, thinking about different areas in your own life and what's going on and what happened today at work and what you know what I mean? You think of all these different things, where you want to be and what's going on with your family and, what do people think about other stuff? Anyway, you have all these thoughts. Now, imagine that times about 10, because if you're a writer, that's kind of what happens. You have all these lives going on in your head. And I didn't realize it. Somebody pointed it out to me. A friend said, you could be tired sometimes, especially after writing, because you're keeping track of all these people's lives. And they're fictional, but you have to keep track of them. You have to keep track of what they're doing, and I have all these subplots in my book, so I have to kind of keep everything organized and keep it together, and sometimes I forget, and then I'm editing, I'm like, holy shit, yeah, I kind of missed something here. Time to fix that up. But the point is that it's like you are, and I never really thought about it, have like 10 different people living in your head. Now, that might not surprise some people that know me, that I have multiple voices in my head. It's not such a stretch, but I actually have an excuse for it after all. Who knew? And it's true. Like, I'm keeping, in track of my lead character, but what about all the other characters around him? And how is, say they have a meeting and he makes a comment, they all have a different reaction. And you're thinking of that, you're picturing that, oh, he's going to react like that, she's going to say this, and this is going to cause this person to react. It's like you go home from work and you're picturing a situation that could take place. Say you walk in and you, I don't know, make an announcement or quit or whatever, and then you would picture, say, what each person that you work with in your small group or whatever, depending on the size of your company, how they're going to react. Now, if you have to do that all the time for about 50 chapters, plus create storylines, it does get a bit exhausting. It probably is why I get tired and bitchy right after I do some writing or editing, because I'm trying to keep track of everything. And I'm trying to keep track of, did I address this? And I mentioned this in chapter 41. Oh, I should probably bring that up again. It's really difficult, and here's a perfect example. I have a character has celiac disease. I have to remember that through every book. And so this one I just wrote, I'm editing it, and I'm thinking, oh shit, they have pizza in this. I got to mention how he has this gluten-free pizza. I don't want people to think I forgot that he's celiac, but I kind of did forget. Not that I forgot, but I'm so tied up in trying to remember everything else and organizing everybody else and what they're doing and reacting, and I forgot, so I had to put that in. Now, that's a really small minor thing, but then there's bigger things like a traumatic event, someone's passed, and how's that playing out now? How does that affect who they are now? How did they get there to here? And how does that make them react in this situation? It gets very complicated. It gets very, very complicated, but that's good, because that's what makes interesting characters, just as it does with people. Sometimes complicated people can seem like too much, but you kind of need that, and same with characters. It can seem like a little too much at times, and it's certainly too much if you are the complicated character or a person. But that's what makes somebody, whether in a book or movie or whatever, interesting. Their complexity, why they're complex, what made them complex, what, what is going through their mind. We like that. We like that. We don't like these characters that are kind of uncomplex. Think of a show you've watched, or maybe a book you read, but probably a show, because there's lots of them where you have a really, and we can say uncomplex character, but I'm just going to say how it is, a dumb character. You have a really dumb character, and they're talking, and you're just kind of like, oh my God, this person's so stupid. And I can think of a show, and I won't say what it is, and I watch it sometimes, and there's some uncomplex people in it, and I'm thinking, oh my God, like, I feel like I have my own brain cells dying as I'm watching this person. It's just too much. And I'm bored, and I kind of drift off and do something else because they're uncomplex. Well, as opposed to if you're watching a show, and I'm going to give you a very specific example because it's a compliment. Dexter. I love Dexter. You love Dexter. If you've ever watched Dexter, that is a complex character. Very complex. And he's always thinking, and he's looking and paying. That's what makes him intriguing. That's what makes people keep watching. They like that. They like complexity. Anyways, how did I get on this topic? How did I get from running? Okay, yeah, so I'm running a lot of people's lives. Some of them are very complex. Most of them are. It's exhausting, but I love doing it. I'm not gonna lie. I love doing it. But if you ever talk to me right after I do some writing and I'm tired or bitchy, that could be why. Because I've just lived 10 lives that morning and I'm so exhausted. Now I know how people with split personalities must feel. Anyways, guys, thank you. Like the video, share, hit the bell. Hit the bell wherever the hell it is. Hit the bell and you will get the videos right to your inbox. If you don't want that, well, that's fine too. Just hit like. It's nice. It just makes me feel good. Yeah, and if you ever have any ideas, something you'd like me to talk about, you can get in touch with me on social media, Mima on Fire, anywhere I am, including on my website. info@mimaonfire is the email address. I don't check it as often as I should, but I'll try. Anyways, guys, have a good day. Bye.